Did you know that adults over 65 are the fastest growing population developing opioid use disorder, yet their brains respond completely differently to these medications than younger people? This isn't just a numbers game. It's a fascinating look into how our aging brains create entirely different addiction pathways. Here's what makes this phenomenon so scientifically intriguing. As we age, our brains undergo dramatic changes that fundamentally alter how opioids affect us. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, naturally shrinks with age. Meanwhile, the reward pathways that opioids target become hypersensitive, creating a perfect storm for dependency. But here's the twist: older adults often develop opioid use disorder through completely legitimate medical treatment. Unlike younger populations who might start with recreational use, seniors typically begin with prescribed pain medications for chronic conditions like arthritis or post-surgical recovery. Their bodies process these drugs more slowly due to decreased liver and kidney function, meaning opioids stay in their systems longer and accumulate more easily. The brain chemistry gets even more fascinating. Older adults have naturally lower levels of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. When opioids artificially boost these levels, the contrast feels more dramatic than in younger brains. This creates an intense relief sensation that goes beyond just pain management. It temporarily restores a neurochemical balance they've been missing. Visually, imagine brain scans showing decreased gray matter density in regions controlling judgment, while addiction-related areas light up more intensely than in younger patients. The science reveals that age-related brain changes make seniors both more vulnerable to developing dependency and less equipped to recognize the warning signs. What's particularly striking is how prescription patterns contribute to this issue. Doctors often prescribe higher initial doses to older patients, assuming their chronic pain requires stronger intervention. However, age-related changes in metabolism mean these standard doses can be overwhelming for senior systems. The withdrawal process also differs dramatically. Older adults experience more severe physical symptoms because their bodies have become more dependent on opioids to manage not just pain, but basic neurochemical functions. Their brains have essentially rewired around the presence of these medications. Research shows that older adults with opioid use disorder have unique recovery patterns too. They respond better to gradual tapering schedules and often need different therapeutic approaches that account for cognitive changes and social isolation factors. This scientific understanding is revolutionizing treatment approaches. Instead of applying one-size-fits-all addiction protocols, researchers are developing age-specific interventions that work with, rather than against, the aging brain's natural changes. What other age-related brain changes might be influencing medical conditions we haven't fully understood yet?